Hello everybody and welcome to the sound test room, where today we're going to take a look at rsTouch, which is a Reason surface controller for your iPad. Now this is absolutely brilliant. I'm not kidding. If you've got Reason and you've got an iPad, get rsTouch, because it's just absolutely brilliant. Okay, so there's a couple of things I need to go through first to help you get set up with this, because it's a little bit complex, a little bit involved, but you know it's fairly straightforward once you understand. Now the actual installation and connection, there is a video on the rsTouch website for that. Okay, and you need to watch that as well. But anyway, basically what happens is once you've got rsTouch, you need to, if you haven't already got RTP MIDI here, you need to download that. Okay, and install that, and that's easy peasy, because that just makes the connection, the Wi-Fi connection between your computer and your iPad, and it's there. That's the little thing for this particular iPad, and it only works over local. Okay, so it's, you know, you want to be on the same network. That's important. Okay, so there's that, and then you'll also need, if you haven't, you'll need a piece of software called Bonjour. Now it's part of iTunes. Okay, so if you have iTunes, it's part of iTunes, so you've no need to worry. Just update the latest version of iTunes and it's fine. You don't need to do anything else. It just runs with iTunes, but iTunes doesn't need to be running, but you need iTunes. Okay, there is a way you can install it on its own now as well, but it's easy just to put iTunes on there. Anyway, so once you've done that, you will get you can download the drivers from rsTouch website for Windows and Mac. Okay, and then you just install the driver, and it takes care of the rest of it. There's nothing else really you need to do. So when you do that, and you open Reason here, so this is I'll just get rid of this Kong here and delete, and we're left basically with a blank start. A couple of things as well. So when you go to your preferences here and you control surfaces, you'll need to install rsTouch as a control surface. Now you add control surface or search for control surface, it will find rsTouch once you've got the codec in there. That's fine, and you need to set it up as you would any surface controller or any MIDI controller, and you will see these little warnings here because you need to set it up 3 times. rsTouch mixer, and then it's rsTouch for device, and then rsTouch for perform. You need to set the controller up 3 times, and you'll get this little thing here, which just basically said these control surfaces are using the same MIDI input and or output ports, rsTouch, and it says Delora software block. That's okay, that's fine. It's because you've only got one iPad and you're controlling 3 things. It's fine. You don't ignore it. It's absolutely super duper. So once that's done, you have that. That's you're good to go there. And another thing you'll probably need to do, and you may need to do it each time as well, is in options here, surface locking. Go to surface locking. You see it'll say rsTouch mixer. You can or device or perform. You want mixer there, and here you need to have this set to master section. Okay, so master section. It defaults to follow master keyboard, but set it to master section. Okay, and that's it. That's all you need to do for this. And once you launch rsTouch here, we shall do this now. Yeah, you see, you have your master section there as it corresponds to Reason. But you'll see before we start, this little it's probably automatically. This will have automatically connected because I've just set it up. But in information here, it says connection. It says connect, and connection is okay. But if you hit connect, you need to have the name of the computer, which is Ethnesis, and then network sessions. You need to have just all them ticked and stuff, and that'll say Reason is connected and Reason is operating properly. Okay, so that's it. That's basically it. If it doesn't work once or twice, then just go through the process again and it will work. It's absolutely fine. So now the very, very cool thing here is Reason has just been updated to Reason 8, which is brilliant. Makes everything loads easier. And I was very happy because rsTouch, because me and Colin were going to start doing some videos with Reason just on its own sort of thing. But now I can do it with the iPad as well. It's even better. So what we're going to do is we're just going to build a few basic things here. So we go to instruments, and now this new Reason, new Reasonator is brilliant because you can just drag and drop your thing. So we're going to stick a Kong in there, and underneath Kong we'll put a Thor in as well. Okay, so once we go to device now, you will see that Thor, the controller for Thor, is now in there, and also the controller for Kong. So what we'll do just to start off is quickly, let's move that out of the way a sec. I'm gonna just, you don't need to change anything here or do any stuff with it. The only thing I've got going on inside Reason is I've got my pre-count click loaded, and I'm just going to, instead of having that go over 8 bars, I'm just going to have it go over 4. And we can, if you can notice now, anything I do here, so I can say metronome on, metronome off. You can just watch the loop there. We can switch loop on and loop off, and we're going to have loop left on. And I'm going to just select another kit in that particular bank, just to show you how. So what we'll do is we'll just record 4 bars of that, but just use the Surface controller here, and so make sure that's back at the beginning. And I'm going to do more videos on this. This is just to basically how cool it is to set this thing up and have it running and everything, you know. And also the deep house bank there will correspond to any bank that you've got running, you've got set up in there, sort of thing. Okay, so this is the default bank, yeah. So anyway, let's go. Let's just record a couple of bars of this. So. We can switch our metronome off there. Okay, there's a little glitch at the end. I'm not going to bother fixing it now. So what the cool thing is now, I don't have to touch this anymore. Okay, so I can go over to Thor, and now in Thor we can control the whole synth basically. We have the oscillators, the filters, the mix, and there's a device for 15 different effects, and I'm going to show you how you can control the effects as well. That is really, really cool. Okay, so first of all, we can leave it on Epic Poly. If we go to perform now, we get a little on-screen keyboard on the iPad. Now it also works with MIDI. I had the MIDI keyboard plugged into the computer. I could play it with that. So. See, there's no. I've just recorded that because I was on record. So there is no zero latency. You heard that. I'm just gonna get rid of this track. Okay. So I'm gonna just select that one. Delete. Okay, so that's done. Other thing as well is you have your mixer here as well, and down along here it's like it's kind of like the SSL. It is. It's got your effects, so you can control your effects that are preloaded in there, and then your inserts, and then your compressors, your equalization, and your inputs and outputs, and then back to your faders basically. So you can see that it gives you an absolutely stunning amount of actual things. And this is here we've got the scrub control. So if we was to play our little drum pattern, see, if you look at the computer screen now, you've got that going on. Now, okay, so now I'm going to show you something else which is cool. We'll just put that on the piano for a sec. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use the devices on rsTouch for the effects. So what we're going to do is just quickly we're going to set up so I mean, you set your project up, set it up first, you know, set it up, and then you're good to go with rsTouch, and you can go anywhere you like in the room or anywhere you like in your thing and control it all. It's brilliant for Kong as well because it's pads. Anyway, so here we go. Let's add in here Oh, it's also good for the new amps as well, the new soft tube amps. There's a device has been built into rsTouch for that as well. Now, if I'm going to add an echo, a new echo, the echo, and I'm going to add that to Kong there, and I'm going to add to Thor. I'm going to add an analog filter, alligator filter gate. So there you go. And what we have to do now if I show you, I've just added those two things there now, but they're still the only things I've got in there are Kong and Thor. So I'm thinking, well, and where's the effects? I can control the effects. Where are they? So what you need to do is very simple. Is for each of your effects that you want a device to appear on rsTouch and you want to control, you need to right click and just create track for warm echo. Okay. And then the same for the alligator. Create track for pad rhythmification. So we're going to do that. So we can move our sequencer out the way there a second. We can see what's going on. Now we can come back over here. And you can see that our alligator has just automatically appeared. And there's our Thor. And there's our echo. And again, you have all the controls that are similar to this and will react the same. Of course, you can record automation with rsTouch as well. You can do the whole thing from... Once you've set your rack up, you're good to go with rsTouch. That's it. And of course, it's all wireless. It's brilliant. All right, so... Now, okay, don't forget as well, we're going to need to turn our outputs, our dry wet signal down because it's always on wet. So we'll set it to about there. And actually, I could have done that here actually. See? So we can do that there. I'm going to decrease the feedback a little bit because I don't want to go into too much. And I think dreamy taped voice, yeah. I'm going to take that down the wetness and drop the feedback a little bit, because I like the filtered decay. So let's just see how that sounds. So that's cool. So we've got that nice pattern going on there now. So if we go to, let's see, see, it all changes. So we've got Epic Poly now, but we've got now. Don't forget now that we've got it hooked up to our alligator as well. So let's see how that sounds on that. Okay, let's make a few adjustments to the alligator. I think it might be okay because otherwise we'll go into I'll start messing around and we'll take ages. So let's go to device, Epic Poly, perform. Okay, so I'm going to just record a little bit there. Actually, I think I'll just drop it down a little bit. Epic Poly's a little bit loud. Let's see. Okay, so quickly now, quickly. Back to perform. Make sure I'm on. Make sure I'm rewound. And anyway, guys, this is the first video I'm going to do for this. I just wanted to show you because the next ones I'll set something massive up in there, and I'll try and set everything up in there so you can see exactly what you get. See exactly what you get, all the different devices and stuff like that. and different ways that you can automate stuff from just straight from rsTouch. It's really, really cool. All right, guys, hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, like the video, subscribe to the channel, visit us at thesoundtestroom.com, where me and Colin can answer all your questions. And if you're feeling very kind, donate or join our Patreon program for as little as $1 a month. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.